Hey friends, it's Monday morning and I'm here with another ship with me type video. Chris is in the basement editing a video and then gonna go catch up on some stuff at the other house. And yeah, I'm just going to show you what sold over the weekend and show you how I'm shipping it as we do it. So I will just jump right in. I did want to mention Chris is making me wear this microphone. So I think it's weird, but it's just to hopefully offset any of the crinkly noises. And hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. So yeah, I will just jump right in. All right, my first sale was a pair of Atrek shoes. I sold these on Mercari over the weekend for $25. I bought them for $8.99, so probably $10 to $12 profit there. And they're going UPS. So I'm gonna ship them out in just a brown eBay box. With some fun shipping hip, little smiley flower tape. All right, let's see. Some shipping hip thank you stickers. And some void fill. And I always like double check my Mercari weight. I've gotten charged a couple times if it's like 0.1 ounce over, so they will charge you the difference on the package. Honestly, sometimes I'll know it's not over, but they'll still charge, and I'm sure you can try to get them to do something about it, but I don't think that's worth the time. So anyways, this says it's a 2-pound label. It was only 1 pound, 10 ounces, so that's perfect. Generally, to try to make sure that that doesn't happen, I usually just, if it's close to like the 2 pounds, I'll just make the buyer pay for 3 pounds just to make sure. Luckily now the way Mercari does at least the UPS SurePost labels, which is what I use, is $7.99, I believe, for 3 pounds. So that label just was already input as 2 pounds. Before that, they changed the shipping rates. Okay, next sale was also Mercari. These Merrell men's just sneaker I bought for $9.99, sold for $35 plus shipping on Mercari. So we're gonna do another brown box. It's not technically eBay, but I am gonna use my eBay tape. Based on some comments on the last video, my 3 strips of tape per side might be triggering some of you. I'm very sorry. I personally just like putting 3 strips of tape on each side, so if you can do it with 2 or less, that's awesome. All right, this is also a 2-pound label. We're at 110.7. Some paper, we'll probably add 1 or 2. 111.5, so perfect. If you haven't used your eBay store coupon yet, I recently ordered this tape. I'm sure you guys have seen my other tape. That was just like the multicolor eBay, but this one they sent like, well, they sent this red, but there was like also orange, green, maybe purple or blue. So just a bunch of different colors. So that was fun and a little bit of a change. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you have an eBay store, I believe above the like $5 one, so any store above that gives you a quarterly store coupon that you can buy any of the shipping supplies with. So obviously we have also bought these boxes with it. So yeah, this time I bought tape. Next time I'll probably buy some more boxes. We have the like, I think it's $60 a month store. And so every quarter we get $50 to spend on that stuff. So yeah. Okay, next sale are these Nike I forgot how you say this model, but anyways, Nike sneakers for men. I didn't write down a cost of goods because I don't have everything in my spreadsheet anymore. I think I probably honestly paid $15 for these. They sold for $34 with discount shipping, so I might be making $10 to $15 profit, not huge. We'll do a shoebox. These sold, I believe, on Poshmark, yeah. And these are men's 13, so the reason they're not like already pre-bagged is because they don't fit together in one of these clear plastics. It won't seal, I don't think. Let's check, but generally a men's 13 is when it's a little bit too tall. Those look like they barely fit, so. Maybe these plastics are slightly bigger than the ones that I had when I set these on the shoe shelf at storage. Okay, next up, some Skechers. Are these little brown women's like fur-lined booties. I bought for $10.99, sold for $24 plus shipping. These sold on eBay. We're gonna do a shoebox. Last video I had more sales than I do today, so like I just got a variety of boxes and put them all back here. Today I tried to simplify it a little, and anything that would fit in a shoebox, I just got a shoebox for. Everything else is mainly like a Tyvek mailer and then just a couple of random ones. But yeah. So I did go through all the labels before I started the video for you guys, just to make it a little quicker. Alright, sold a pair of Nike. These are, I think these are called the Nike Sock Dart. I don't know if I've ever found these before. I thought they were an interesting looking model, and usually, I don't think these have a tie. Like I think they're kind of a slip-on shoe, and I've noticed any sort of Nike, but really any kind of like slip-on shoe seems to do better than like a tie shoe. So I did grab these. I paid $9.99. They sold for my full list price on Posh of $49. I do think that was my full list price because Posh VA's recently relisted these for me, and then I dropped the price. I think I originally had them for like $59 and they didn't sell at that. So very happy though to get $49. All right, just another shoe box. The box ripped a little on this side. I think I'm just gonna tape it. I think that's good. sold some Reebok. They're technically unisex. They have a men's and women's size in them. And they are like a composite safety toe shoe. I bought for $9.99, sold for $27 plus shipping. Those sold, I believe, on eBay. Yeah. We're gonna do a shoe box. Next up, some Cabela's shoes. These are just like a Cabela's leather, even on the bottom, like complete leather moccasin slip-on, like a fur-lined. Got these from the bin, so I have about $2 into them. Sold them for $29.71 plus shipping on eBay. Those sold pretty quickly, I'd say in about a week or so. Going out in a shoe box. Okay. Next up, sold some Skechers. These navy Skechers I got from the bin, so around $2 into $21.21 plus ship on eBay. Those are going out in a shoe box. Yeah, so these technically could have probably fit in a padded flat rate, which is what I would generally do for a pair of shoes that's over a pound, just to save on shipping a little. But this person actually lived in Missouri, so it was only $7.20 to ship out a shoe box instead of $8.30 for a padded flat rate. So that was nice. This was a pretty cool sale, just based on how much they sold for just being New Balance. So these are like a men's New Balance, but like a mule sneaker. So like they don't tie, they don't have a back or anything, just kind of a slip-on. I've sold these many times and they always sell for a good amount. I think these ones sold for even more than usually just because they were like a 4E width, which is just like super wide. But yeah, I did pay up for these at $16.99 because I knew I could get probably at least 50. I ended up getting $63.71 plus ship, so pretty good. And yeah, those are going in a shoe box. Definitely look out for this type of New Balance. But just in general, I always say like mules sneakers, I feel like in lots of different brands just seem to do well. Okay. Next up, some Skechers. These sold on Poshmark. Someone offered $25. I accepted. I had $9.99 into them, so about doubling my money on those. I would normally put these like in a medium flat rate just because I feel like it would fit in there better, but since I didn't need any other medium flat rates today, I just grabbed an extra shoebox for those. Easier to stack in my Hulkin bags on the way to the post office. I guess I could use my pretty tape for this one. Next up is this Cool hat. Cool, the brand, which has this little logo. I got this from the bin, so around $2 into 19 plus shipping. Sold on eBay really quick in less than a week. I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna put one of these or two of these to help keep its shape. Okay, I've mentioned before, I do like putting hats in a box, mainly just to protect their brim and everything. I know people ship them in mailers, I think that's fine. I just like the box. So I did get this box for this hat. Next up is a huge sale, not really. It's this little Carter's shark romper. I think it's like newborn size. So this was something I picked up at the bins to take to Once Upon a Child in my big bin of stuff. And this was one of the like 5 items that they didn't take. So I listed it on my own. I ended up getting $2.88 plus shipping on eBay. So I'm probably making like $2 off this, which is honestly more than Once Upon a Child would have given me. However, I wouldn't have picked this up to list on my own because making $2 is not worth me photographing it, bagging it, putting it in the mailer and everything. But since I already had it, I just went ahead and did that. We will do a little mailer, ship and hip mailer on this. Okay. Next up, some Tiva sandals. These are from the bins. I have about $2 into them. Sold for $21.21 plus ship on eBay. These are under a pound, so I am gonna put them in a poly mailer. Someone asked, I think in the last video, when I was doing one of these ship with me's, because I always say if it's under a pound, I'm putting it in a mailer. They said, could you put it, I think they said, could you put it in a box? And you could definitely put the shoes in a box. Or I think they said maybe if it's over a pound, could you still put it in a mailer? Because I say if it's under a pound. So yes, if the sandals are over a pound, you could still put them in a mailer. I usually a shoe is between 2 to 3. So like at that point, I'm just going to use a box. But if it's like really close to where I might have to pay extra to get that 3rd pound, then I would put them in a mailer even if they're over a pound, so yes. But yeah, for under a pound, generally like these sandals weigh on their own, I want to say 13 ounces or so. Yeah, 13.3. So when I add the poly mailer weight, we're still under 14 ounces. If I had to add a box for these, that would push them over a pound. So yeah. Hi, Reese. You want to come lay down? You want to come lay down? Come lay down. I don't know if you guys can see Reese, but good boy. All right, you can stay right here. Okay, some Adidas flip-flops. These also came from the bins. I sold them so around $2 into $21.21 plus ship. These are under a pound. So we're gonna do a mailer, although I don't know if these are too long to fit in the typical 10 by 13. Nope, just right. Awesome. Oops. Yeah, these labels come off really easily, so definitely always kind of push them down. We've actually had, don't take this as like a horror story because it's like the only time ever, but like one person has said that we sent them like a G.I. Joe or something, which we've never sold a G.I. Joe. And I'm almost positive that because they showed like a whole different packaging than I've ever had or anything too. So I'm pretty sure they just peeled the label off and put it on a different item because it was the label that we had sent, like it had my address and everything on it. So yeah, just be careful with stuff like that. But again, I've sold 10,000 plus items and only one person ever has said that. So yeah. Okay. Next up, Torrid. This is just a camo sports bra, got from the bin, so about $2 into $24 plus shipping. We'll do a ship and hip mailer. All right, some Converse. These are kid Converse. I bought these for my son. I don't know if he wore them. Got them from Once Upon a Child for $6.50. Sold them for $22.50 free shipping, but on Kitizen. So the shipping label was $6.85 out of that price. So I'm probably making $13 or $14 back on these. So not too bad. We'll just do a mailer. Okay, woman within buffalo plaid. So if you watched one of my recent bins hauls, I found a bunch of this woman within clothing, and a lot of it has already sold this weekend. So that was awesome. This flannel sold for $15 plus ship on eBay. I got it from the bin, so around $2 or so. Doing a mailer. I'm thinking back to the story I just told you a few minutes ago about the guy with the label and the G.I. Joe. So you might be thinking like maybe the post office switched them or something. And I definitely thought of that. But he said he would send the G.I. Joe back, which I did not want the G.I. Joe, but like he never sent the G.I. Joe back. So that's what made me think that like he was just trying to pull one over versus like it was a legitimate post office mistake. Cause I could see like 2 labels just randomly coming off at the post office and them just trying to stick it back on there. So again, I don't actually know what happened with that whole situation, but have you guys ever had anything like that happen? Or can you think of another reason that I'm not thinking of that could have happened there? I'd love to hear your stories. So, all All right, yeah, another Woman Within item. So from that same haul, this one's another flannel. So bins, so $2 into $21.21 plus ship on this one. Next up is a Coach belt. So this is just a nice red leather belt, got from the bin, so about $2 into $20. I'm gonna put that in a little foldy box. That's not its real name. I just call it that. I don't know what the actual post office calls it. Just says mailing box. Some of them like say 1092 or O box or anything, but I don't really see what this one is called. So anyways, it's a cute little box for stuff like this. And I could also put this like in a padded flat rate or really anything at all. I just think this is like the perfect size for it. Any of these post office boxes with self-seal, I always tape over. I do not trust them. All right, I think most of these other ones are going in Tyvek mailers. So first up, we have a pair of American Eagle. These are the 90s straight leg jeans I got from the bin, so about $2 into $23 with discount shipping. So someone accepted the Posher VA offer. I normally put these on them, but it takes a while, and since you guys are watching today, I'm just gonna tape it with this. But yeah, again, the self-seal, I just don't trust it to stay sealed the whole trip. Okay, next up, pair of Not Your Daughter's jeans. These are like a khaki Bermuda short, also from the bin, so about $2 into $28 with discount shipping. So someone accepted their Posher VA offer. Next up, pair of BKE. This is the men's Jake bootleg jeans. So from the bins, $2 my cost of goods into $23 with discount shipping on Posh. So Posher VA offer. I'm weird, and since these are men's, I'm gonna give them a green thank you sticker instead of a flower thank you sticker. And I'm gonna tape it off with this instead of the flower tape. Okay. Next up is these 511 tactical men's cargo pants, also from the bins. So $2 into $21 with discount shipping on Poshmark. So again, Posher VA for the win. We pretty much mention Posher VA every video, but if you're new here, it's just basically a bot that shares your closet, sends offers. It can relist items in your Poshmark closet. So basically it just makes Poshmark hands off for you, because on Poshmark, if you don't know, you pretty much, it's like a social platform. So you have to stay active, like by sharing in things. Not that you have to make sales, but like if your item gets like too far down the feed, it's probably not gonna get sold until you share it back up to the top. So this just constantly keeps your items shared back to the top. You can do it as many or little times as you want per day. So yeah. Anyways, we have a link in the description of this video and in every video that has a coupon code off your first month. You can also get 2 weeks for free to try it out without even, I think it's 2 weeks, without even inputting your credit card. So try it out. I guarantee that you will not be disappointed. So yeah. And then when you do pay, it's like 25 bucks a month, which honestly, if you make one extra sale because of it, but you get your closet shared and offers sent without you having to manually do it all month, that to me is worth it. So. All right, another pair of American Eagle. These are some cutoff shorts, denim shorts from the bins. So, oh, I already put the label on. So about $2. Someone offered me on these ones $15. I was happy to accept. And then this is the brand North River, which I don't know a whole lot about. I just liked this shirt. It's corduroy. It's a nice, like, thick checkered plaid. Got it from the bin, so about $2 into $20 with discount shipping. So this person accepted the Posher VA offer. These last few, I don't know if I'm gonna pack them on, maybe this one, because I had Chris make me a box for this one. All right, so this was from the bins. It's just the brand the brand is Hasbro. This is just the game Aggravation. So honestly, you know, we say bins, $2 cost of goods, but they charge 69 cents for like games. So this was probably only 69 cents and it sold for 20 with discount shipping on Posh. The USPS does have like a board game box, although it is a flat rate. So luckily this sold on Posh and I could have used that, but I don't have any right now. So I had Chris make me up a box to fit it. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna send it in. But yeah, if you did have the board game boxes, since they're flat rate, you could use them on Posh. Otherwise, like on eBay, you have to pay the flat rate, which I think it's over 20 bucks to send it. So it's usually not worth it. Chris did want me to mention, so these are just 2 regional A flats. You know, if you don't have these because they're discontinued, a mailing box would probably work good as well. He said he had cut it. Since they're the same size box, you know, it would be hard to fit one inside of the other. So he did make a cut just to make it flexible enough to fit in. Okay. Since this is a regional A and those are discontinued, you are able to alter these. You can alter like the normal mailing boxes and stuff. The only ones you cannot alter are like the flat rates, so large flat rate, medium flat rate. To my knowledge, I could be wrong. I just don't do it because I don't think you're supposed to. So yeah. And then these last few sales, yeah, I'm just gonna package them off camera mostly because 2 of them are fleeces, so they're gonna take me a while to lint roll, and that would be very boring for you guys. And yeah, I don't have anything to talk to you about while I do it. And then the other one is just a glass piece, which is gonna also probably take me a while just with all the packing paper, bubble wrap, which I didn't even bring the bubble wrap in here, so I will just show them to you. The first one is this Princess House carafe, I think it is. I've found this at the bin like forever ago, and honestly, if I would have listed it way back then, I think these are going for like $40, but I only listed this maybe 2 months ago, and the comps were way low at this point. So I ended up getting $16.96 plus shipping. I said it was from the bins. I mean, glassware at the bins is a lot less than the clothes and shoes and stuff, but I still probably paid a couple bucks for this. So yeah, not great considering I have to do a lot of packing to it just to make sure it arrives there safely. So yeah, I probably wouldn't pick that up again unless it was going for like over $30. And yeah, this has been stored in our house for a while and I see it's kind of dusty. So I'm gonna wash that too before I ship it off. Then we had a viewer sale going out to Cathy. She bought this Santana vintage fleece that we showed in a recent bins haul. So thank you so much, Cathy. She accepted my offer of $27 with discount shipping. Thank you so much. I got this from the bin, so about $2 was my cost of goods. And yeah, so I will roll that and then probably put that maybe in a medium flat rate. It's kind of fluffy to like go in a Tyvek mailer, I think. So probably a medium flat rate for that. And then last sale of this weekend was this Women Within, like a little fleece. So also from the bin, so around $2 into $24 plus shipping on eBay. So not too bad. I did a Ground Advantage label on this one. It's over 2 pounds, so I'm going to just lint roll that and then put it in one of the Shipping Hips larger size mailers. These are like a 19 by 14, so that should be perfect once I fold it up. So yeah, those were my weekend sales. Thank you guys for hanging out. As always, we have discount codes for Shipping Hip in the description. They have poly mailers, they have tape, stickers. I think they're coming out very soon with their holiday ones, so if you like Christmassy themed things, those should be out soon. We have the plastic cellophane bags linked in our Amazon links, as well as, you know, tape and everything. Don't forget to use your eBay store coupon if you haven't already, because it's basically free if you have an eBay store, and if you don't use it, you lose it. So yeah, I knew Cathy was a viewer, but if anybody else that bought any of this stuff today was a viewer and I missed either your note or just didn't recognize your name, I'm so sorry, but thank you so much for your purchase. I appreciate it very much. Thanks again, guys, for hanging out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.